heading off to the crew. Got my truck, got my, dropped my daughter off at the sitter, got my truck, everything loaded up for what I need to do today. Going to wrap up the job we started yesterday. We just had a few little things to finish this morning. They should be done by the time I get there. Move the trailer to the job the guys are at, tearing off now. And I've got a full day ahead of me for leaks, inspections for customers that have called on. I've got a couple estimates to measure. I'll probably try to do a few of those from using my software because they're out of town. They're about an hour away. So I'll just put in the description pretty well. Because it was done by satellite software, it was not there. You want to make sure if there's a second layer, 3-layer, 4-layer, whatever the case, more bad wood, write that into your description in the quote. This is kind of, I don't expect it to go anywhere if it's for a realtor. I'm not going to tell you realtors out there you waste my time. Sometimes they lead to work, most of the time it's just a bidding thing, and they're just trying to knock down the price. It doesn't lead to work, so I'm not thrilled on those, so I'm just going to do it that way. It's Friday. Cool Friday. We had a lot of fog in here this morning. Sun's finally turned to burn that off, and trying to get things going. I'll try to record a little bit throughout the day. This is just on my cell phone, my home phone. If you record from your phone, a little note on that: vlogging with your cell phone, if it's one you use, put it in airplane mode, because most of the time you'll get a phone call or a text message and it's interrupted my videos before I've had to do a retake or reshoot. Vlogging, you don't really retake, reshoot, you just vlog. So I'm excited for a new day. Bright sun come up, ready to rock and roll, get another one done, keep building the brand and reputation, brighter future. So as I go throughout my day, I'll try to record a little bit of it, try to put something together on that. By the way, excuse my truck, I don't know what all you can see, or even if the video is going to be right side up, like, I don't know if you're looking at the logo on my shirt, is it right or is it reversed? Because I've got my screen filming on the front camera so I can see myself in frame or not. On a little bitty flexible tripod leg just wedged up on my dash. So I'm not holding it, I'm just not really looking like a lunatic. We'll see how it looks during the playback. Let's go. The bees are out pretty bad right here right now. Probably got some leftover food in the trailer. Just got here a little bit ago. Switched out material that they needed. Got loaded up stuff that the other guys need at the job we're tearing off now, so I'm hooked the trailer ready to take it there. I'll do a quick run around on what we got left here that we didn't quite finish. There's a lot of bad wood to do. Like 38 square. We got to finish this brow, that brow. Just a little bit of ridge vent, blow it all down. It was a little frosty this morning. It's starting to melt off. It's just real wet. Got some flashing to do on the chimney. Paint the pipes. We're close to having this all done. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here and get the trailer to the guys that need it now since we're tearing off over there. And then start my runs for the day. Estimates. What's that? That one right there. And then extra wood. Just a few sheets left over. So go ahead and start my roof measurements, estimates, and looking at leaks that customers have called on. And double back over this one and get it wrapped up, checked out, and hopefully get done today, this beautiful Friday, before it's too late. There's those pesky little bees. It's that time of year. But hey, I guess that's a good sign, because a few years back people were saying cell phone tower signals were killing off the bees, which would hurt the pollination and the food. So, off to the next one. Alright, I'm closing in on the destination for where the other guys are tearing off. Be there in just a matter of a minute or two. If you are building a roofing business up, if you're new, I mean, I'm still fairly new at this. I've roofed plenty of time in my life, but running this company, I have many hats. There's a lot of work that follows me home. By no means is it just a simple breeze and you make a ton of money. It takes a lot to run a roofing company. There's a lot of dedication, time, and hours spent, all hours of the day and night. Work follows me home. But one of the important things I want to say, if you got a good crew of guys or a couple guys that are great on the crew, take care of them. It's hard to find them. It's really hard to replace them. You want to make sure you keep them happy because they're your bread and butter. They're the ones doing the work. You need to find some guys that are good enough to trust, to be left, to do a good job, not rip you off, not screw up on the job. Because ultimately, you're building your brand and your reputation. You don't want to have that word around your town that you're not good, or you have leaks, or things are cut, corners cut. I've gone back to jobs and found people's tools left on job sites from other companies. I found gutter crews that have come in behind us when I go wrap up and pull off a job. They're done, the gutter guys. I've found expensive levels in the gutters, just like no one had gone through to double check and make sure the job was good. Here we are. They're tearing off. I'm gonna go ahead and get that truck moved so I can back in here. And I have to just pull over for a minute. I don't know if you can see it in frame there. Part of it's 1212, part of it's 612. I've already got a little bit tore off. It's one layer. Should be able to complete this no problem today. Next stop. I'm on my way to Richard's Building Supply now. I have done a quick inspection of one roof. I got the trailer set up at the other job. Did a little bit of aerial shots of that job for marketing, potentially in the future. Had a couple other quick stops, but I'm on my way to Richard's to drop off the material that's in my truck now from the leftover job, or leftover material from a job. Grab a few things to stock the truck, some paint, a couple of tubes of caulking, things like that. Head off to another quick stop at the office to print some things out, get them out in the mail. And see, 11 o'clock, probably run back, eat my lunch, let my dog out, and probably do one thing real quick on the computer with my measuring, and try to catch up on some things in my software as far as customers go, knowing where I am, keeping track of the process, where they are as far as inspections, estimates, work completed, material order, that type thing, and reevaluate my time and where I am through the day as far as what to do. The biggest priority, if I have any set appointments, keep them. And then obviously the job we're on today, get the trailer dumped, because here in Kokomo we don't have the ability to dump on a Saturday or Sunday. So anyway, that's where I'm at now. 11 o'clock, beautiful, warming up pretty good, loving it. It's 5:30, heading home. I didn't get everything done I wanted to today, but I got the most important things done. we ended up splitting what we were going to try to rush to get done today, just make it 2 easy days. So did half of it. They'll wrap up the other half tomorrow. Got the job we had to do a little bit of wrap up on early this morning. It's done, checked over, finalized. Met with the homeowners, extremely happy. That's always great. A lot of the times, most all the times, honestly, we've got great reviews, good, happy customers. Rarely do we have anyone upset, and when that happens, it's my goal to make them happy by the time we're done. You know, things happen. Something may get broke, there might be damage done. We've had a few people unhappy, but by the time we're done, they are happy. They will tell people about us. That should be your ultimate goal, is to make sure every customer is always happy. They're all treated the same. They're all happy at the end of the job. So you can take a bad situation and turn it into a good one. Your customers can be happy at the end of it, and that's ultimately what you should strive for. It'll lead to a lot of work. Those people will tell a lot of people. So all in all, I didn't, like I said, didn't get done what I wanted to, but I put a few things off. All of my appointments were met. Had a few calls come in for estimates I got to work in, so I'll probably sit at the home office a little bit later tonight and get those entered into my software so I don't forget them. You don't want to lose them in the cracks of your seat. Some term out there, but taking a note in the truck and it falls down your seat and you don't find it until later. You don't ever want to make a customer happy or not call them back or not communicate. I'm sure it does happen. I'm sure I'm guilty of it, but I don't want to just let that happen, because that one person may know 10 other people needing roofs. And even if you don't do the roof, maybe you were just great at communicating. You responded quickly. You gave an estimate. You followed through on those parts of what you're supposed to do. So you didn't get the job, but they're still happy that you communicated. I get a lot of customers say that a lot of people they call don't return their calls. They don't follow through with their appointments. They don't show up to appointments even. If you have an appointment you're not going to show up, call and cancel it. So, taking the weekend off, enjoying some family time. I guess tomorrow I will have to, at some point tomorrow or Sunday, go pull the trailer out of there. I don't want to come into missing come Monday morning. It's been a big thing. Trailers been getting stolen, or even if you can't steal a trailer, they've been getting into the hatch and then taking out the battery and the hydraulic pump. I mean, oof, pricey, expensive. That's kind of how my day goes. I wouldn't call it putting out fires, but you got to change what your plans are constantly. Something pops up, the crew needs something, got missed, or more material, or short on something. And so, always next week. The sun will rise again. Well, if it doesn't, we got bigger problems, but I'll be back at it next week. It looks like Monday they're calling for a good chance of thunderstorms here in central Indiana, so it might be Tuesday or Wednesday before I'm really back at it again. If it rains, I'll be catching up on office stuff, estimates, software, satellites, Google Earth. Ready to be home.